What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Wrenching Wrecked. We are at the home garage / furniture reconditioning area. This is what happens. You move all of the motorcycles out of here. Well, we got the soft tail here, but move all the bikes over to the other shop, and Daddy took over the garage. Not to mention it's trash because I don't really spend any time out here, and we'll get to that. We'll clean this up at some point. Maybe later today if I'm feeling motivated, but what we are working on now, I got an ironhead sportster project for a customer over at the other shop. That motor's complete. Supposedly it was running, but somebody took it all apart and he wants it back together. So I just finished coating the frame, got that all back together. You should have seen kind of some of that in the last video. Blasted all the old coating off in the new blast shop setup, which worked great. But I got a slight lull at the powder coating shop right now in work. Not dead, but not crazy busy. And I'm running out of my own personal free time. So these are the extra heads that I've had sitting in that box for the ironhead case that's sitting over at the other shop for my next chopper that's going to kind of slow roll to get built. I have brand new pistons, freshly machined cylinders for that motor sitting over here. That's done, ready to go. But I never coated the heads, so I want these to be pretty much cleaned up, matching that high gloss black. I'm not sure what I'm doing on the rocker boxes yet. They're already black, so I might just do an all black motor. We'll see. Maybe I'll polish them. I haven't really decided yet, but what I want to do is pop these heads completely apart, run these over to the shop, and have my blast guys start blasting these, just so they're all prepped and ready, and then I can get them coated, and then reassembly. I'm just going to throw all the valves and all the stuff into a bag, package everything, and then we'll recut and redo the valve seats and things. But basically gut these heads, get them blasted and coated so they can sit with these cylinders, and then the only other thing I have left is the case, which I think I'm going to go pound the bearings, the cam bearings out of that case. It's gutted except for the cam bearings. So today's going to be a quick little disassemble. I'm not walking you guys through all this. I feel like I've done enough ironhead stuff, but I will not be making any forward progress if these are all together like this. If they're apart, then I can get them prepped and blasted and coated whenever I'm shooting gloss black next, and then just kind of get the slow chip away one thing at a time going on that motor. Cylinders and heads are done. That'll finish up the top end. Then the flywheel that I have in that box is in good shape. The pistons are a little worn, which is why those are going on there. But other than that, it's just going to be a stock bottom end rebuild. I think I'm going to blast those cases, get that cleaned up, and then, I don't know, maybe we'll start working on that at home. I don't want to have a bunch of bikes in here again until they're ready for like final assembly things, but I can use this table here for engine assembly, and then once the sporty motor's together, we can mess around with that frame that I still haven't had a chance to cut in half. So let me throw you guys up on the tripod. We'll do a quick little time lapse of the head teardown. spent about a half hour, a little less actually, but heads and rockers are completely disassembled. I've done enough of these so I can just throw them in the bag and know pretty much where everything's at. If not, I can just go back to my old ironhead videos. But besides that, not too much to it, just disassemble the valve train and the rockers. There's a couple details going back together, but we're in teardown mode. I'll spend the time and rebuild this whole motor carefully when we get to that. So these are done. I'm gonna wash up, jump in the truck with these, drop these off at the shop so we can get started on blasting these, and then, well, maybe I'll go to the other barn and grab those cases as well. I'm just kind of trying to fill up my time at home. If I am at home, not at the barn, which is where I'm at most of the time, I at least have something to tinker around with on like early Saturday, Sunday mornings or something. Or like today, when I was up too early and spent all morning editing videos. But let's get over there. I'll grab the cases. All we got to do is drive the cam bearings out of the case on that, and then we should be good to go. All right, so we made it back to the barn. And here is our ironhead motor, which is actually a little bit more together than I thought it was. So let's grab some tools and a drill here. We'll start ripping some of these things apart. Shouldn't be too bad, but I gotta get it off of that engine stand. Put together with the wrong hardware. Hopefully it wasn't me. Just kidding, it probably was. There we go. Dropping things all over the place. It's a nice little engine stand. All right, now we got a ton of sawdust in this thing from all the woodworking I've been doing. But we got this. Ooh, these are brand new bolts. Did I put this case together? I don't remember. So we're pulling the lowers first and the top two bolts from the case. Okay. Man, I even got case bolts in here. I don't remember. I must have been working on this at some point. Got all brand new bolts. Come on, battery. That's annoying. Where's my other tools? Amazing how that works. Okay, I think, oh, the one up top. Shit. Just shot one of those all the way across the shop. Don't know where that went. Okay, this should be good to separate. Really wish I knew where that bolt went. What am I missing? Did I miss a bolt? Yeah. Whoops. Forgot about the inside primary one. Don't fight it if it doesn't want to go. Something's still hooked up. How else is this stuck on? Am I hitting the motor mount? No. Oh, my dumbass. What did I say about not fighting it? How did I miss that? So dumb. So dumb. But people make mistakes. Sue me. It's amazing how much easier that comes apart when all the bolts are out. Come on. You gotta raise the casing up in order to get that motor mount out. So now we have bare cases, which is kind of what we were looking for. Whew, it's toasty. Put this over here so I don't lose that motor mount bolt and mix it up with the rest of them. This is going to be coated. Now, what do we have left? We got the OG bearing race and one of the bearings with the seal. All these gasket surfaces are going to get blasted. What do I not want blasted is the real question. Studs, I think I'm actually going to leave in. We'll plug those ones. And I got the kicker shaft bushing, so I'll put a plug in there, and then the stupid screen dealio. What do with that? That'll be fine. Yeah, these cases should be good to go for blasting. Honestly, I might just leave this bearing and seal race in, because this is gonna get removed. I got a brand new race and new bearing set for this as well. So this will be good. I can leave that bearing in for blasting, and then I don't have to worry about it getting all messed up. And keep that bearing surface nice and clean. So this side's good. And same thing on this side. We got our fancy screen. I don't know if I have a magnet small enough to get in here. Alright, so that might have to stay in for now. Bearings can stay. Cam bearings we do need to get out though. So, in order to do that, I'm doing it the crude way. I'm going to go cam side out. And I need a metal hammer. Go from the cam or crankcase out on these. There is a tiny lip on these cases. 1/2-inch wrench on these oil lines. Really should have brought a bag of some sort here. Come on. Starting to strip on those little brass fittings, so. Oil pump stuff is fine, that should be good. Pump screen. C-clip retainer can stay, and then we'll plug the lifter bores. Alright, I think we're pretty much good. I'll put some plugs in there for that counter shaft bearing. I really don't want to have to replace that. Maybe I can drive it out. If it comes easy, we'll go for it. A little easier. And we should be good. These bolts out. Don't need those up top. And now we are all set for blasting. So I'll run this over to the shop. This and this. I need a real small magnet to get in there to yank this screen. It's just a pin. If that comes out, if not, you break it off, and then the new one, you can slide the pin out after this comes out, but we'll try and see if I can get it without breaking anything first at the other shop, and then go from there. It is the next day. I did take the boat out yesterday. Still out in the shop. I don't have the mics on me, but I did take the boat out yesterday, so I actually relaxed and hung out a little bit. But back at the shop today, I got the heads that I took apart, masked off, blasted, done. I didn't film any of that, but they are coated now and in the oven. So, I got the cases blasted, masked off, and coated. Those are in the oven right now. I'll set you guys up while we coat the heads in gloss black. Those are also masked off and ready to go. So I got those cooling on the rack over there. He's cleaning the gun right now, and it's making way too much noise, so I'm out here, but I'll throw you guys up just a quick little time lapse on the coating for those. Get those in the oven, and then when I leave here, I should have everything done and coated, with the exception of the rocker boxes. I threw these in our chemical strippers, so they're back to like kind of a nice raw aluminum. I don't know what I'm doing on these. I don't want to blast these yet. Definitely got to scrape the gaskets off and a little bit more cleanup on this, and then maybe we'll actually try and polish those up at some point. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because I have no idea what I'm doing with the rest of this bike or the build yet. But we'll throw you guys up on the tripod, coat the heads, get those back in the oven, and then I'll come back once everything's all done. parts are coated. These are ready to go back in the garage, and then I'll slowly put this thing back together. No rush on this one. Just gotta get the motor back together, so we'll keep you posted when I start messing with it. Just realized I didn't give you guys any details. Still no mic. That's at the other shop, and I don't feel like running over there. So these are the ironhead cases for that motor that's buried in the box in between the guitar and the green thing. There's a complete ironhead motor in there. Just needs assembly and cleanup and finishing. So the heads are now matching these cylinders down here that are done, machined, ready to go. Brand new pistons, brand new rings. Crank is in good shape, just needs pistons. So all of that will start coming together. I just needed, been putting it off because I've been busy. And now I at least have cases, heads, crank, all of the parts, brand new crank, the case bearings. So I'm gonna slowly start chipping away at this. I know it's another ironhead motor, but I have that extra one I need to sell. I gotta start getting rid of some stuff. So I got a 71, 72-ish motor that's gonna be up for sale complete. I don't know what it looks like on the inside. I haven't tried kicking it over. I haven't tried doing anything with it. It's just sitting on the shelf. This is gonna replace that one, but this one will be freshly rebuilt, sitting on the bench for God knows how long until I can get around to tacking up that chopper frame. We just took in a customer one, and then tomorrow I think I'm picking up I think it's a twin cam for another customer. So backburner project, but all the coding stuff is done, so it's just going to be a lot of prep and cleanup. And I know I've done a couple of videos on ironhead things, whether it's cylinder heads, valves, disassembly, all the other stuff. This build will not be documented as well. I will try and turn the camera on when I'm working on something or prepping something, but it's not going to be nearly as detailed as a full ironhead crank up build. If you're looking for those, go to the Barn Find Ironhead Sportster. I think that's the most comprehensive one I have. Or the top end stuff was on the chopper. So that's it for now. I at least feel like I got something accomplished today. Not playing with any of those parts or even pulling the tape yet. Lots of cleanup left on those cases before that goes together. So until next time, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.